Hello everyone, this is Namanita. Now we are going to discuss the topic from Is Matter Pure? This is the 6th chapter in our physical science. So you might have gone to the market many times with your parents to purchase rice, salt, milk, ghee and other provisions, right? So you must have tried to ensure that you got the purest possible milk and pure ghee, etc. See, in our day-to-day language, pure means something with no adulteration. Okay, in our day-to-day language, pure means something with no adulteration. But in chemistry, pure means something different. Okay, so let us find out what is pure in chemistry. So years back, a Greek philosopher, Democritus, he said about atoms, right? So he given that atoms are indivisible particles. Okay, so this atom name comes from Greek word atomos. So atomos means indivisible. So nothing can be divided further atoms. So everything in the world made up of atoms. Okay, so every matter is made up of atoms only. So when we break a matter, for example, when we take a chalk piece, so if you want to break it up to a small piece which can be further indivisible, that small piece is known as an atom. So nothing can be divided further atoms. So everything in the world made up of atoms. So atom is the smallest unit of everything. Okay. For example, you have 6 balls. Okay, you have some 6 balls. So you have 3 red balls and you have 3 green balls. Right? You have 3 red balls and 3 green balls. Total you have 6 balls. Right? So can we arrange these 6 balls in different manner? Yes, we can arrange. So we can arrange 2 red balls, 2 green balls, right? And 1 red ball, 1 green ball, and 3 red balls, 3 green balls, and 2 red balls, 1 green ball, 1 red ball and 2 green balls. So we can arrange like this. So here we combine similar color balls and different color balls. So here the single ball is known as atom. Okay, so here the single ball represents an atom. So here we combine similar color balls and different color balls also. So then what these balls are called? So here these are called molecules. Okay, so these are called here molecules. That means similar or different atoms can combine. So combination of atoms gives molecules. Similar atoms or different atoms also can combine. Okay, so similar atoms or different atoms also can combine. So when 2 or more atoms can combine, we can call it as a molecule. Yes, so combination of atoms gives molecule. So here scientists over years discovered millions of substances. Okay. So here you can observe in this picture. So these are called atoms here. So every single atom particle is known as an atom. So this is one atom, this is one atom, this is one atom. So every single particle is known as an atom. This one total completely is known as element. This total substance is known as an element. This total substance is known as an element. So in this, every particle is known as an atom. So here in this we have all other similar color particles. So we can call this as an element. Why we are calling this as an element means, so element is a pure substance. Okay, so element is a pure substance composed of only one kind of atoms. Okay, it consists of only one kind of an atom. So you can observe in this picture, we have all the similar atoms here. All are similar color atoms. So here we can call this total composition is as a element. So element of an atom. Otherwise atoms of element. So element, an element is a pure substance composed of only one kind of atoms. Right? So here we have some characteristics of an element. So here we have an element. So this is completely one substance here, right? So in this substance we have so many atoms. So here every atom is known as one element. So this total composition is known as element because here all are the similar color. That means here the properties of one atom is similar to all the atoms. Okay, when we divide it, so it will form like this. Right, when we further dividing it, it will form like this. So here this is known as atom. The single particle is known as an atom. So the properties of this single atom, that means physical properties and chemical properties are similar to all the atoms here. Okay, the properties of this single atom is similar to all the atoms in this substance because all the atoms are similar here. You can observe all the atoms are in the same color. For example, all the atoms are hydrogen atoms. So one hydrogen atom physical and chemical properties are similar to all the atoms in the substance. So that's why we can call this as an element. So we can simply say that the smallest unit of an element is an atom. The smallest unit of an element is an atom. So here we divide from the big substance to the smallest atom. So similarly we can combine all the atoms. So now we have one single atom. Right? So assume this as a hydrogen atom here. So we can call this as an element because this is only one kind of an atom here. So when we add some more atoms to these similar atoms, so assume these are also hydrogen atoms. So we can call these are also an element. Further and further, when we add so many atoms, similar atoms, so it will form one big substance here. So here the properties of single atom and the substance containing atoms are similar here. So this is also called an element because here this is a pure substance. It is composed of only one kind of atoms in this. Right? So we can call this as this also as an element. So we can write here so pure substance. So this is an pure substance, right? So pure substance means it is compulsory homogeneous and has only one kind of particles. Okay, pure substance means homogeneous and has only one kind of particles. We know homo means same. That means in homogeneous solution, the composition is similar throughout the substance. So that's why we can call it as a homogeneous. So here an element is a pure substance composed of only one kind of atoms. So we are calling the similar atoms are an element. So element is a pure substance. That means it is a homogeneous and has only one kind of particles. And remember one thing here. An element cannot be broken down into simpler substances. Okay, an element cannot be broken down into simpler substances by any physical and chemical means. Okay, an element cannot be broken down into simpler substances by any physical and chemical means. So here these are the atoms and molecule you can observe. So here we can call this, we know this total substance we can call it as an element, because here all are the single atoms and all the atoms are similar here. The color of each and every atom is similar, so we can call it as an element and pure substance. Then what about this second picture? So is this an element? Can we call it as an element? Yes. Here the two particles are combined together and these two particles are similar color. So you can observe these two colors are similar, right? So we can call this as an molecule. We know similar atoms or different atoms can combine. Combination of atoms is known as molecule. So here can we call it as an element? I am asking. Yes, we can call this substance as an element, because in this element we have all the similar atoms, right? So each and every molecule consists of similar atoms only here. Here the similar atoms are combined together. So we can call this as also an element. Okay, right. So remember one thing, an element cannot be broken down into simpler substances by any physical and chemical means. Okay, right. So here, if we have, for example, why I am saying this elements cannot be broken down into simpler substances by any physical and chemical means here, if we have a carbon and aurum. Aurum means we know gold. So when we take a piece of carbon, so when we started breaking this carbon piece, so does the properties of carbon changed when we break down into small piece? Now we have a small piece of carbon. So the properties of this carbon is different from this, is the properties of this smallest particle of carbon is different from this biggest particle of carbon? No. So here the smallest particle of carbon is also consists of similar properties of the biggest particle of the carbon. Right? So here when we broken down into smaller pieces, further up to a small piece, it is called as an carbon only. This is not changed into any other element. Right? This will not any hydrogen or oxygen or sodium like that. This is also called as an carbon. When it is in a small piece, then also it is carbon only. It has a similar properties of this biggest molecule. Similarly, gold. So when we break this gold, so up to a small piece, the big substance and small substance have the similar properties. Right? Like melting point and boiling point, all are the similar properties. So that's why an element cannot be broken down into simpler substances by any physical and chemical means. So when we observe one biggest molecule of carbon or gold inside, we can observe so many gold particles and carbon particles in this. So that's why when we break down this into small piece, it acquires similar properties of the biggest molecule. The properties does not change. So here each element consists of only one kind of atoms. Okay, each element consists of only one kind of atoms. No two elements contains the same kind of atoms. Okay, no two elements contains the same kind of atoms. Right? So here, just now we saw these are also called elements. Okay, so here this is an element of an atom and this is element of an molecule or molecule of an element. Okay, similar atoms combine to form a molecule or also we can call element. So an element exists either in the atomic form or molecular form. Okay, an element exists either in atomic form or molecular form. Okay, right. So here two different atoms combine to form a molecule. This is not an element. So if two different atoms, so if the same atoms combine together, we can call it as a molecule. Also we can call it as a molecule of an element. But if two different atoms combine together means, for example, we have a hydrogen and a chlorine. So if these two molecules, if these two atoms are combined together, it will form one molecule. This is not an element. Okay. So an element exists either as individual identical atoms or as molecules made up of these atoms. That means similar atoms only. When the similar atoms combine together, it will form molecule. When two hydrogen atoms are combined together, it will form one molecule. So this one we can call it as an element. But this is not an element. Right? So element is a purest substance composed of only one kind of atoms. So we can say that elements have atoms of only one kind. That means pure substances. Right?